Nigel Farage destroys Keir Starmer's immigration plan, a battle for Britain's future. In a political landscape fraught with tension, former UKIP leader Nigel Farage has unleashed a scathing critique of Labour leader Keir Starmer's immigration plan, framing it as a monumental betrayal of the British people. With the nation still reeling from the seismic shifts triggered by Brexit, Starmer's proposals have ignited a firestorm of controversy, positioning this debate as not merely a policy discussion but a defining moment in the nation's history. Farage, a powerful voice in British politics, argues that Starmer's immigration strategy represents an unprecedented departure from the will of the people. This is a once-in-a-generation chance to reclaim our borders, he proclaimed, rallying supporters with rhetoric that resonates deeply with a populace anxious about uncontrolled immigration. Critics argue that Starmer's approach is a capitulation to globalism and a stark contradiction to the democratic vote that propelled Brexit. Many fear that by undermining the very principles of sovereignty and self-determination, Starmer risks alienating the working-class voters who once bolstered Labour's support. The implications of this clash extend far beyond party lines. The 2016 referendum was a decisive moment for the UK, with 52% voting to leave the EU, driven by a fervent desire to regain control over immigration. Farage's defense of these principles not only galvanizes his base but also serves as a stark reminder of the stakes involved. As he laid out his arguments, it became clear that this is not merely about immigration policy, it's about identity, security, and the future of British democracy itself. Starmer, in a bid to position himself as a modern leader, has proposed a plan that critics claim panders to liberal elites while disregarding the concerns of ordinary citizens. By suggesting a more open immigration policy, he risks being seen as out of touch with the realities faced by many working families. The country stands at a crossroads, Farage warned, emphasizing that this issue could mark a turning point in the battle for Britain's soul. The potential consequences of Starmer's plan could be dire, leading to increased public discontent and a further erosion of trust in established political institutions. Public analysis of Starmer's proposal suggests that many within his party are uneasy. Prominent figures have expressed concern that adopting a softer stance on immigration could alienate core voters who feel betrayed by a political elite that seems to ignore their struggles. Analysts warn that if the Labour Party fails to address these fears, it could face significant electoral losses, reminiscent of the party's decline in the wake of the 2019 general election, where they lost seats in traditional strongholds. The battle between Farage and Starmer is emblematic of a broader struggle within British society, a fight between those who advocate for a globalized future and those who wish to preserve the nation's heritage. This ideological conflict is not new, it echoes the struggles seen during the Thatcher years, where economic policies and social changes sparked fierce debates about national identity. Just as Thatcher's policies faced opposition, Starmer's immigration plan is now under the microscope, with powerful voices like Farage leading the charge against what they perceive as a dangerous shift. As the debate rages on, the urgency for citizens to engage in this discourse has never been clearer. The British people will not forgive leaders who sideline their concerns for political expediency. With the stakes this high, it's imperative for voters to scrutinize the implications of policies that could reshape the nation for generations to come. In conclusion, the question remains, will Keir Starmer's immigration plan resonate with the electorate, or will it provoke a backlash that could redefine the political landscape? As this battle unfolds, it is crucial for citizens to remain vigilant and informed. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and ensure your voice is heard. Like, subscribe, and become part of a growing movement that champions the true interests of the British people. The future of the nation hangs in the balance, and every voice matters in this critical fight for our collective future.